Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Shane. Today we'll be looking at Polestar. For 2022, could the Polestar 2 be the car of the year or car of the year contender? So we've got an article here from Wheels, whichcar.com. Just be making our own assessment in regards to what they have to say to see if they have any proper validation. Now, a few cars were eagerly anticipated at COTY 2022 as the Polestar 2, and after 3 days of granular exploration at proven grounds, fewer still divided opinions quite so strongly. So after all, there's quite a lot to unpack here. So naturally, Polestar used to be the performance division of Volvo, and that's how they started. They started as a racing team. But since then, since Geely bought Volvo and Geely basically turned Polestar into a fully electric vehicle brand. And I thought that was the smartest idea many manufacturers have had to do. In fact, I don't even see VW doing something similar, which is quite surprising. I do see Mercedes doing something similar because they've turned the smart car company into a fully electric car company basically. So that's quite smart. Now it says here, Australia missed out on the Polestar's first standalone model, the sleek and striking Polestar 1. Now that's an extremely rare car. In fact, I've only seen two in real life, extraordinarily rare, and I remembered both occasions I saw those cars. The Polestar 1 was left-hand drive only, and it was made in limited numbers. One of the reasons why it was so incredibly rare, and still is. Now Polestar says design, build, quality, and offering a complete driving experience, not just 0 to 100 kilometers an hour or 0 to 60, are core brand's value, and visually at least it delivers. So all the judges were impressed by the sleek and understated interior design, while the beautifully trim and richly equipped cabin also earned some approving nods. So far I can honestly say that this is looking like a positive review of the Polestar 2 by Wheels or whichcar.com. It's looking good so far. And of course, they've taken some striking images of the Polestar 2, absolutely incredible and astonishing. Now additionally, they're basically praising the cabin of the Polestar 2, which I've got to agree with you. From images, it seems different, really relaxing, really modern, and really simplistic at the same time, but really fun to be in. They discussed the 11.2 inches central screen and the slick operating system, which is Android by Google. And of course, this vehicle comes without CarPlay, which for one thing won't be very positive for a lot of Apple or iPhone users, and that includes myself, who is currently an Apple user. Now the Polestar 2 shares its Geely Source C-AM platform with the Volvo XC40, and the drawbacks of shoehorning an EV powertrain into an ICE-derived chassis were evident, especially in the rear. So cabin space is clearly compromised by the multi-drivetrain platform. But the seats are great, material feels special, and the interior design is contemporary. In my personal opinion, the interior looks far from cheap. It looks something between luxury and modest, but at the same time slick and sporty, especially with the center console and the panels on the side between the gear paddle. But obviously it's an electric car, so no gear paddles. But technically it's, if you consider reverse and drive gears, well, it is a gear paddle. So Polestar's approach to safety, however, is what really raises eyebrows. The Aussie range offers 3 trim levels, 2 battery sizes, 64 or 78 kilowatts per hour, with the latter claiming 440 kilometers of WLTP range and the option of front or all-wheel drive. Incredible. The car chosen for the COTY testing was the mid-spec front drive long-range single motor, which is currently at $64,900. I'm guessing this is Australian dollars, and it's a direct competitor to the Tesla Model 3. Of course it is. That's its main rival, its main sibling. But oddly, given its link to Volvo, Polestar has grouped desirable active safety systems, including adaptive cruise, a 360-degree camera, and a rear cross-traffic alert, into a 3400 pilot light option pack. That seems hypocritical for a company so closely associated with safety leader Volvo, said Dan. And this was said by Dan Campbell. He also said, and I quote, "I like how it drives, but the interior is oddly disappointing in places," end quote. So naturally, I must assume this person, Dan, would be the person who was testing the car, possibly the driver at the time. Now additionally, they also said that things were more convincing through the COTY's dynamic exercises, an excellent driving position, crisp and accurate steering, and sweetly balanced handling were all noted, and the regen braking adjustable through 3 appreciable different settings, low, standard, and off, was the best of all the EVs at COTY. Performance of this: 170 kilowatts an hour, 330 newton meters of torque. Single motor version is effortless. If not sporty, but overall refinement was let down by excessive tire noise. And excessive tire noise, I can tell you from personal experience, this is very common in EVs, even Teslas. And what Tesla does is actually very clever. Tesla actually puts extra cushion within their tires. They glue extra cushion within their tires and then inflate them, and this helps to reduce noise on the road, which is an incredibly clever idea. So it's a convincing first shot for Polestar with some caveats, but brand identity is what really divides the judges. While some thought the Polestar 2 did just enough to feel unique, others felt establishing a clear brand remains a work in progress. And Richard said, "It cuts a handsome figure as an EV sedan and drives nicely, but it feels like an electric Volvo, not a standalone brand." And I'll admit this is true. I'm a huge supporter of Polestar, but I will agree this is indeed true. Bear in mind, I've never driven a Polestar, but I know just from sight that they do look oddly similar to Volvos, and of course they do. This car was originally a Volvo concept car by Polestar actually, because Polestar was within the Volvo company. So this wasn't just a Volvo car, it was also a Polestar car. Basically, Polestar and Volvo came together and make a car, and this is the Polestar 2. The Polestar 1 was also a Volvo precept, or rather a Volvo concept. The Polestar 3, which is an electric SUV that's coming out quite soon, the end of this year. From the images of the Polestar 3 that we've had so far, it looks quite similar to previous Volvo designs. And this will be the Polestar 5, currently in development within the UK. This vehicle is made to compete against the Porsche Taycan, the Tesla Model 3, and many Audi and BMW and Mercedes electric vehicle, high-end, expensive, luxury sedan. This car is made to compete against those cars. And this car is all Polestar, no Volvo in sight. So I'll assure you, Polestar is establishing their own identity, their own DNA, but it does take time. After all, they've only been around for a few years. But thus far, they've been quite impressive. They've done quite well so far. So thank you for watching, subscribe to see more. Let me know, what did you think of the article? What did you think of the review of the Polestar 2 by Wheels by whichcar.com? Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, leave a like, leave a comment, and of course I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching until the end.